Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Makeup Monday. Today we are doing this look. Obviously, as you guys can see, this is my take, my version on a natural glam, work appropriate, event appropriate, interview appropriate, just anything where you want to look put together, you want to do your makeup, but you don't want to be like boom, like super bold. This is the perfect eye look. I am very proud of myself because I only use 2 eyeshadows, technically 3 for the little glitter that I put on top, but everything else is just very soft, very fresh. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you guys know that I am not used to these types of looks, like very toned down. But I just wanted to bring you guys a more natural glam because I don't think I do those looks very often. So yeah, I think that's it. I don't think I have anything to say. Oh my god, today is a Monday. Happy birthday to all my Pisces again. Today is my birthday. She is not ready to be 29, but you know what? We are embracing it with everything. And yeah, let's jump right into the makeup tutorial before I keep on talking too much. Okay, let's get started. As you can see, I went ahead and color corrected underneath the eyes. I have been having trouble again with sleeping. After you color correct, if you decide to color correct, if you feel like you have dark circles, go ahead and do it. If not, totally skip this step. We're going to move on right into primer. I am taking the e.l.f. Putty Primer, which is this one. What I like to do is I like to take a stippling brush like this one. This is the Dual Fiber Large Stippling by Beauty Junkies. This is a really good brush brand if you guys have been looking for one. And I just kind of like to push it in. And then I will swirl it around in this area. If you have large pores, it's always better to push in the products or a product that it claims to be for pores, because what that's going to do is it's going to create like this mask or this layer on top of your pores, and they're going to look a lot smaller than they actually are. I'm going for more of a fresh skin, dewy skin, healthy looking skin. I feel like that's the type of work related look that I would do if I had a 9-to-5 job. Before we go in with the foundation, I am taking the L'Oreal Shake and Glow Mist, Dewy Mist, which is this one right here. It is a newer product that was released, and I've tried it a few times and I really like it. It really does hydrate your skin. I'm just going to spray that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Foundation. This is Caramel Beige W7. It is a little bit dark, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of the LA Girl Pro Color Foundation Mixing Pigment, which is the white one. This is going to make it a little bit lighter. Now that the foundation is set, we are going to move on to the concealer part. Now again, we want to keep everything fresh and dewy and very dewy. I'm going to take my Becca concealer, which is this one. It is the Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer. Now my shade is beige. It is almost like my skin tone, so I am going to grab a different concealer, the LA Girl Cool Nude, and just mix them a little bit. Obviously, you don't have to do this if you have a concealer that works for you. I do want to make my under eyes a little bit brighter, just so we look a little bit awake and ready. So just use the concealer of your choice. All I'm using this for is to brighten up the Becca concealer. Now, if you guys haven't tried this one, this is such a good formula. If you like more of a dewy, fresh finish, this is such a good concealer. If you don't have oily skin, you can just go in at this point and set your concealer with like a regular translucent setting powder. But I am a little bit more on the oily side, and I feel like I'm going to get super oily throughout the day. So for me, I am going to bake with the ColourPop No Filter setting powder. This is in the shade Translucent. And then I'm going to bake the chin because I usually get oily in the T-zone. So again, just kind of work this according to your skin type. I know that everybody has different skin types, so if you are too oily, maybe skip the whole dewy foundation. You can maybe get away with this and mattify the areas where you produce a lot more oil. I'm going to take the new Morphe Glam Bronze Face and Body Bronzer. This is in the shade Mega Star. You guys wanted me to review this, and I was going to do a separate review for it, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna add it in today's video. This is what the product looks like. Oh my god. I have been dying to show you guys how beautiful this looks on the skin. And it is pretty pigmented, so you just want to make sure that you don't grab too much on your brush. So I'm just grabbing a little bit of a time. And then I am also going to hit my cheeks with that. And if you like blush, now is the time to add it. I am going to add a little bit just because blush can give you more of a like awakened look on your face. Like it just looks well rested. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making things up, but I like how blush makes your skin look. You can even skip the bronzer and just do blush if you are in more of a hurry. And it'll still look super, super pretty. Now for highlights, again, we want to keep everything very fresh, very natural, like a natural glam, but we don't want to go out too much. If you guys enjoy like a super beaming highlight, go ahead and do that. But for all my girls out there that like more of a subtle highlights for like an everyday look, I'm going to take the Essence Pure Nude Powder, which is Be My Highlight. This is more of a powder, so it's not going to be super intense. But again, this is perfect for you if you want more of a subtle highlight. It almost looks like you are glowing from within. It doesn't look like you have highlight. Do you know what I mean? And then for even more of a natural glow, I'm going to apply that right here. That way, do you see that? Do you see the difference? How this side is like a little bit more glowy and then this is a little bit more matte. I just feel like when you have a look like this, it makes you look a little bit more youthful, more rested. I don't know. I'm going to try and use just 2 shades. So I'm going to dig into my BH Cosmetics Ultimate Matte 42 color eyeshadow palette. This is a great eyeshadow palette because it contains only mattes and you can literally just throw a pop of shimmer in your eyelids and you will be good to go. The first shade that I am going to take is this one right here, which is a very soft peach. This is a perfect transitional shade that is not going to be too bold, not too much like whoa, you know, it's a little toned down, and once you blend it out, it'll look a lot better. And I'm going to bring that in here as well because we're not going to be using a lot of like transitional shades. We want to make sure that we add as much color to our eye as possible. And the cool thing about this is that because again, it is such a soft, natural glam look that you can just get away with using a few shades and still look put together. All I'm doing now is taking a little bit of Cocoa Bear. I just didn't have a shade that I could use in the BH Cosmetics palette, but I'm sure you can find something. Or if you have Cocoa Bear, just take a tiny bit and I just added it right here to the outer corner of the eye. And I'm not going to bring that in. I'm probably stopping right here because again, I don't want to go on too like dark with the eyes. I want to try and keep them as natural as possible, even though this darker color, the Cocoa Bear, is just going to give you a little bit more definition to the eye. It's going to open up your eyes a little bit more and just make them look a little bit more awake. Now, if you guys want to stop here, you can totally stop here, add maybe a little bit of like a cream or white eyeshadow to the inner corners of the eyes to make your eyes really open and bright. But because this is a glam natural look, I'm going to take this Makeup Forever, what is this? The Starlit Diamond Powder in the shade 111. Oh my god, these are so beautiful, you guys. They are like finely milled and they give your eyes just like the perfect pop of color. I am going to take a little flat brush. This is the Juno & Co. ES17. And I'm just going to wet my brush, and then I'm going to pick up a little bit of those powders. If you want them to last a little bit longer, definitely use some glitter glue and then like press it on top. If you guys have beautiful lashes, you can just apply a little bit of mascara and go on about your day. I'm going to take a little bit of a brown eyeshadow, like a deep brown, and I'm going to apply it closest to the lash line, like right here. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I am going to go in with some super natural-ish lashes. So you guys can do this. You can add the brown and smudge it and then apply mascara and you are good to go. You have a natural, glam, work appropriate or just anywhere appropriate look. But y'all know me, I can't go on without lashes. Plus I have no lashes, you guys. So I'm going to take my lash style in the shade, or in the style, the shade, and the style Workflow, which is so appropriate for this makeup look. They're very work appropriate. They're still wispy and like fluttery, but they're not super dramatic. Okay, so my lashes are on, and as you can see, I went ahead and applied mascara to my lower lashes. Moving on to the lips, we're going to keep them very simple. You guys know that I have to go in with a lip liner. If you guys like bigger lips, a lip liner will make a difference. So I'm going to take this in the shade Soft Brown by Italia. I want to keep the lips nice and fresh and juicy. So I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty lip gloss in the shade Gloss Bomb, I think, or the Gloss Bomb. I don't know what it's called, but it's this one. I love this gloss. It's so pretty. And that is it, you guys. This is my take on a natural glam makeup look. This might still be like a little bit too much for some of you, but just take it as you will. Take out some parts and just kind of make it your own. But I absolutely love the eyes. This is not something that I would normally wear, just because it is like very soft and natural, but it's such a beautiful look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to see more versions of natural glam, definitely let me know, because I think this was fun, and for me it was a challenge because I want to add like all these colors and contrast, but not today. Thank you guys for joining me today. I love you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.